Hi, welcome back to my channel, Zen and Fit, where I talk about health and wellness, lifestyle topics, and mental health. Now, in previous videos, I've done like a special series where I'll cover well-known entertainers that have dealt with mental health issues. And in today's video, I'm going to actually be discussing Kerry Washington. She's a well-known actress, but she's also had a lot of mental health struggles in her life that she's been public about. But before I jump into the video, if you could please do me a favor, if you're not already subscribed, if you could please hit the subscribe button and also the like button, because it helps me to be able to create more content on this platform. I do typically post once a week on here. Now, Kerry Washington has been working in the entertainment industry for a long time. Maybe some of you remember her role in Save the Last Dance, which came out in 2001. She was in the TV series Scandal, which was really popular. I think the TV series ran from 2012 to about 2018. I think she has an upcoming film coming out this year called Shadow Force. So Kerry Washington has been fortunate to have a persistent acting career in the entertainment industry, which is amazing to have, especially as a Black American actress. Although Kerry Washington has had an incredible career in the entertainment industry, she's also encountered personal struggles when it comes to her mental health. In an interview that she did with People magazine, she talked about how when she was attending George Washington University in the 90s, that she was doing well academically, but her overall mental health and her self-esteem was basically in the gutter. She was dealing with trauma and anxiety from her childhood. And a lot of this trauma and anxiety, according to that interview, was a result of the conflicts that was going on between her parents, as well as her perceiving that her parents were keeping information from her. And I think even in approximately 2018, she just recently discovered that as an adult that her father isn't actually her biological father, that her parents actually used a sperm donor as a result of their difficulties with infertility. So, I mean, that's a major blow. You can imagine as an adult, someone who you have always perceived to be your parent is not actually biologically your parent. So it sounds like as a result of unresolved family conflicts that Kerry Washington was dealing with the anxiety and trauma from this, and when she went to college, it seems like it became a boiling point for her where everything just boiled over, and she began partaking in binge eating, excessive exercise, detrimental activities that were harmful for her ultimately. But in her mind, it was, I need the perfect body, because that was her fixation because of all these unresolved issues that she was dealing with. In an interview that Kerry Washington did with Essence, she revealed that during the most critical point of her disorder that she would eat everything until passing out. And then she would go to the gym and exercise for hours and hours and hours. And this was during when she was like in college. So she engaged in starvation, binge eating, body obsession, and excessive exercise. So she reached one of her lowest points while she was in college. Individuals who suffer from eating disorders in any fashion, whether it's bulimia, anorexia, binge eating, a lot of times it has to do with control, because maybe there's other facets in their life that they feel like they don't have control over. There's a lot of instability. There may be a lot of family dysfunction, and the way that they can exert some kind of control over their life is through their body weight, or their perception of being able to control their body weight, I should say. So it sounds like Kerry Washington was dealing with some of this, that she thought she could create some kind of stability or control in her life by partaking in these types of behaviors, even though eventually she discovered how detrimental this was and how this was not healthy for her. In one of these interviews, she even mentioned that the body dysmorphia that she had and the overall body self-hatred she had, it was like beyond her control. And it really led to her feeling like, I need help for somebody or something bigger than me because I'm in trouble. I don't know how to live with this. And I think that that's pivotal, and I think it's tremendous of her to actually reveal a lot of this to the public, especially in the Black American community. Eating disorders are not commonly discussed. According to research online, studies suggest that eating disorders are actually equally prevalent, and even in some cases higher among Black and Asian American communities in comparison to white individuals. And even Black teenagers are twice as likely as white teenagers to engage in bulimic behavior. The unfortunate thing about this is that even though this is prevalent in our community, a lot of times Blacks and other communities are less likely to be diagnosed or even receive any type of treatment for eating disorders in comparison to white individuals. A lot of times physicians are less likely to diagnose or identify these eating disorders in Black communities and communities of color. Kerry Washington was able to get some healing and address her mental health issues by partaking in therapy. She even discussed this in her interviews. She said it's been a lifelong process for her of loving herself, embracing her body, and it's through therapy that she began to embrace and love herself. And so therapy can be really helpful and vital for a lot of people. It can facilitate and initiate a healing process. And so I hope you found value with this video. I just wanted to share this story, especially of Kerry Washington, because this was a person that was dealing with something severe, and she reached out and at least got help to address these issues. It doesn't mean that everything's perfect now in her life. I'm sure there are still ongoing things that she deals with and has to address, but she took the first step in seeking out help. And so that can be inspiring for other, especially Black women and women of color, hearing her story. So if you'd like me to do additional videos on well-known individuals who have dealt with mental health or have been public about their mental health journey, please let me know in the comments section down below. So until the next video, I hope you all stay safe and take care out there, and please don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and also share this video with anyone you know of that may be into this type of content. Take care.